Greetings. Good to be with you. I'm Lynn,
I'm Danielle.
and we are here to talk about good conversations, having a conversation with yourself or self talk. So, Danielle, what would you define self talk as?
Really, for me, self talk is how I respond to myself in the good times and the bad times. I respond a lot to other people and didn't really pay attention to what it sounds like when I respond to myself until probably about a year and a half ago.
So, you were kind of seeing that you responded to yourself a little bit harder than you would respond to somebody else if you were like doing the same mistake or
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
that's good. So how did you discover your self-talk? When did you start figuring out this was not healthy self-talk?
Yeah, I think the very first, wake up call that I had was in reading some of our life model and deeper walk materials. I didn't realize how hard I was on myself until kind of that like aha moment of that's how that's how it sounds. And something that's really helped me personally is growing my relationship with Jesus. Um, Understanding in that moment that that's not how he would talk to me. And that's not how I would talk to somebody else. And so why am I talking to myself that way?
Yeah, I remember growing together when we started doing Emmanuel journaling, where we would read our journals out loud and we were able to look at each other and go, that doesn't really sound like something Jesus would say to you. So we might want to like double check that. Yeah, that's absolutely good. That's good. So how are you maturing in your self-talk? How have you grown?
Oh, that's a great question. Emmanuel journaling has been huge for me.
It is.
Checking my own personal thoughts with Jesus and really identifying if that's how he would speak to me or not has been huge. Learning about his character because he created us in the image of him. And so it's looking at each of those pieces. I also am a visual person.
Yeah.
And so actually last Easter, I went out to my car and there was a little card that somebody had created that said "Be the light," and it had the Matthew verse on it, and that's actually hanging on my mirror. So I'm a big visual person, and being able to see that reminder and tell those things to myself each day is really special for me.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing you as a couple tools to reflect on is taking your thoughts captive and then learning how to discern God's voice, which we talk about that all the time here at Hosanna, but actually learning how to do that. Two really good tools to turn your self-talk from negative to positive and talk like Jesus would talk to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, perfect. If you have any more questions about having a good conversation with yourself, give us a contact. We'd love to show you some resources and even sit down and have a good conversation with you. Thanks.